story, a conversation from a new client that brought about a topic that I hear a lot, and this is going to be uncomfortable for some people, but I want to share with you what I shared with her. It's my hope that what I share will be a blessing to you the way it helped her. 33 years old. She's been married for 7 years. She and her husband have 2 children together. And throughout the last 4 years of her marriage to present, she's indicated that she has endured emotional abuse. Her husband has had a child with someone else while in the marriage. And that, in essence, is the crux of a lot of the things that she is currently experiencing. I asked her when she came to me, I said, what's the purpose of coming to talk to me? She has a therapist. She has requested of him that they go to therapy. He's not interested. And now she has a coach in me. I said, what is the purpose of coming to me? She said, well, I came to you because I'm trying to figure out what I should do. I said, what are your non-negotiables? She said, what do you mean? I said, what are those things in your life that you have to have, those things in your life that you will not tolerate? She said, well, I thought about that. She said, but I don't know if I've quite vocalized it or verbalized it or even recorded it. I said, okay, that's fair. I said, so what is your gut telling you to do? I said, I'm not suggesting that your gut is always right, but what is your gut telling you to do? She said that my gut's telling me I don't deserve this, but my kids need to be raised in a family with their father. I said, great. I said, so in life, we make what I would call either good choices, better choices, or the best choices. Good choices, better choices, or the best choices. I said to her, I said, if you were in a house with your children and the house caught on fire, what would be the best option for that scenario? What would be the best outcome? She paused and thought and said, well, me and my children get out. I said, that's a good option, maybe a better option, depends on how you look at it. I said, but is that the best option? She said, well, wow, I don't know what's better than that. I said, so let's walk through it. The best option in that scenario is that you and your children walk out of the house, but you're also able to save the house. She said, oh. I said, so then the house is your marriage. You're you, your children's your children. I said, that's the best option. I said, given that, what's a better option? Right? Good, better, best. We've covered the best option. What's the second tier option? What's the better option? She thought and she said, well, if me and my children survive. I said, exactly. If you and your children survive and you lose the house, that's a better option. Correct? She said, yeah. I said, cool. I said, so then what's a good option? She thought about it and said, well, I love my kids. A good option in my mind, as a parent would be to sacrifice my life for my kids. And so a good option would be if my kids make it and I don't make it. I said, you're spot on. A good option is that they survive, you die in the house, with the house, but they survive, they live, and they go on, correct? She said, yes. I said, this is how you should approach your decision. I said, if the house is your marriage, a good option is for you, if you really want to stay in the marriage, endure emotional abuse, endure infidelity, the introduction of new kids outside of your marriage, then just die in the marriage and let your kids go on. She looked at me stonewall, literally, and said, I never thought about this way. I said, let's go further. What's a better option? Better option is for you to grab your kids in this burning house and to jump out the house. If you lose the house, you lose the house, but you can recover and get a new house. She looked at me, shook her head, and simply said, wow. I never had a client say wow as many times as she did. Wow. I said, that's a better option. I said, the best option is that you grab the kids yourself, you flee from the house, you are able to put the fire out, and you can save the house. So my question to you again is, does he want to get therapy and coaching and counseling? She said, no. I said, what is he doing to indicate that he wants to have a different set of behaviors so that you can have a healthy situation in front of your children? She said, not much of anything. He's pretty comfortable, probably because I made him comfortable. And then she said something very powerful. She said, and Doc, I feel dumb for taking what I'm taking, but I'm doing it for my kids. I said, ma'am, I wouldn't call you dumb. But what I am going to say to you is that what you're describing to me is a very common thing. There are a lot of people who use their kids as a crutch to stay in bad situations under the guise of, I want them to be raised around mommy and daddy. But the reality of the matter is, your children are in a house that's burning. Fire produces carbon monoxide, and they're inhaling the drama of your marriage, which in turn causes them to grow up and have toxic or dysfunctional relationships because they grew up in a house that was always on fire. She said, wow, again for like the 50th time. And literally at that point started crying. I said to her, we all make choices. I said, and there's a fourth choice that I did not cover. She said, what's that? I said, that's the choice called a bad choice. She said, what would it be in this scenario? The bad choice would be that you stay in the house, your kids stay in the house, all of y'all die in the house, and the house burns down. Now we don't have a marriage, you or the kids. She cried a little bit harder. I said, I'm not trying to make this gruesome, but hear me. In life, we have good, better, best, and bad choices. When you understand that, you understand that sometimes you have to salvage the life of your kids in order and make difficult decisions in order to preserve the best life for them possible. Is it easy? No. But this idea that children grow up dysfunctional because they have to grow up without a parent or only in a single parent home is only an idea. We all have countless examples of people who for one reason or another had to grow up without both of their parents. Is that the best option in a healthy situation? Absolutely. Does it always happen? No. But please stop letting your children inhale carbon monoxide in a burning marriage, all for the sake of them growing up with both parents. I hope this made sense. If it did, type church in the comments with 3 R's. And then remember, you've got 2 jobs. 1, be better today than what you were yesterday. And 2, don't forget what I told you.